Hi everyone, welcome to Anu's classroom. In this video, we are continuing with our discussion on the quick revision of MMPC 6 and we are going to discuss block 3, that is distribution and promotion decisions through this video. So let's get started. So in this unit, in this block, the first unit, that is unit number 9, talks about integrated marketing communication, that is IMC. It deals with how communication processes, marketing communication, promotional mix elements, and this integrated marketing communication, all these things come together in order to make or implement the perfect marketing strategy, along with what are the emergence of the social media revolution, the factors that affect this IMC, how IMC will help in creating demands, okay, stakeholders of marketing communication industry and such things. We haven't seen very many questions out of this unit, so I would say it is, you can keep this unit as for studies towards the end. Okay. So the basic thing is that what we are trying to say using this unit is that a well coordinated and integrated communication effort, if used by the company, will create a uniform image of its products or brand, and that is known as integrated marketing communication. To simply put, the one of the easiest to relate examples I would say is, you remember the Maggie scandal where they found out there was more amount of lead in its tastemaker sachets, which used to come with Maggie noodles, than what is permitted legally, right? So what happened when this news came out? What did Maggie do? The first thing that they did is they recalled every packet of Maggie in every store shelf of this entire country. They recalled everything. Then what they did, their PR team did an amazing job of making the customers aware, keeping them us updated about all the different things that we're going through, right? About what is happening, how is the company stands on it, all those things. It is almost almost transparent, you should say, right? The communication was apt, spot on. And then once these legal issues and everything cleared up, they slowly started, you know, putting out ads and campaigns and posters to bring back that nostalgia of having Maggie, that trying to push Maggie back into its former days of glory, right? So their social media team, their ad team, their sales promotion team, everything, the distribution team, the price setting, the product team, all of them, they did it. They worked in unison to bring Maggie's back into the shelf and our hearts, right? So that is what IMC, integrated marketing communication, is actually all about. The next unit, that is unit 10, which deals with advertising and sales promotion, is an important unit that we should take a look at it. Okay, again, this unit also, it starts with what a promotional mix is, how companies communicate with the customers or consumers through their promotional mix. Okay, so we talked about product mix, the 4 P's. Now we have to talk about promotional mix. What is promotional mix? It is the mix that companies use, mix of different tactics that the companies use in order to communicate with the customers, okay, or the consumers. The ultimate goal of this is to affect the customers buying behavior. So what is the promotion mix? Promotion mix, again, like the 4 P's, it consists of 4 different things. It is, first is the advertisement, then we have personal selling, sales promotions, publicity, or public relations. Okay, so when we talk about marketing, it is this advertisement and personal selling that comes into our minds first, followed by the sales promotion and publicity or public relations, right? So that is actually the promotional mix that companies enable, or companies employ in order to communicate with us. And that is the reason why when we think about marketing, these things come right into our minds. Okay, so what is advertising? Advertising is what, it's putting out ads, advertisements, in order to make the consumers aware of so and so product. The advertisements could either be paid or non-paid. It caters to the masses. These advertisements, since they cater to the masses, individually speaking, it cannot be tailor fit or personalized. And naturally, it is something that is intended for the masses. So the cost, that is, when we compare the cost to the reach of advertisement, it is actually very less. The cost compared to the reach that we are getting is actually very less. But the thing is that advertisements, it will take a time, take some amount of time to actually show the impact. Publicity, it is the information about the product or the company or this event that is transmitted by the general mass media to generate an attention. It is not at all controlled by the company. Like for example, even in our videos, how I talked about KitKat, how I talked about Nestle, how I talked about Maggie, these are all publicity, right? I don't have any affiliation with any of these companies, and why am I saying it? Okay, it is not at all controlled by the company, and it is something that is done by the general mass media. It is word of mouth, okay, and it is definitely therefore free. Uh, so that is publicity. Then what? Personal selling. We all know, right? It is door to door. You can say personal selling, where there is a salesman who comes to us and talks to us, understands the needs, and gets us personalized solutions. That is personal selling. Sales promotion. We'll have a lot of stalls and stuff like that, which gives out samples to try. All these things are sales promotions. So sales promotions, you can think of it as some kind of a short-term promotional activity that is used to incite an immediate purchase. Coupons, offer samples, or free products like combo offers. You buy 1 kg of double horse suji, okay, semolina, you might get 250 grams free, or maybe you'll get one parachute bottle free, small parachute bottle free. These kind of things, they are all sales promotion tactics. Similarly, so advertising, we said, so there are different types of advertising. There could be emotional advertising, there could be rational advertising. Emotional advertising, they try to hit your emotion, like every month beginning you should eat a chocolate. It is emotional, okay. Tanishq ads, jewelry ads, Kalyan jewelers, okay, they're all emotional ones. Rational, they are facts and figures, like maybe your Volini ad, it could be a pain solution, or it could be telling you that it is going to be a limited time edition, scarcity, okay. Testimonials, appeal to status, okay, all such things could be rational advertisements. So this unit actually talks about how advertisement is important. What are the different considerations we should take care of while we are creating advertisements? How do we measure the effectiveness of advertisements? What are the different ways in which we can advertise? How do we select the media that will be used for advertisement and such things? Similarly, for sales promotion also, like what are the objectives of sales promotion? What are the different methods? And what are the different steps that are followed for sales promotion? So the steps followed in sales promotion, definitely I would suggest take a look. Then the next unit, that is unit number 11, talks about personal selling and managing of sales personnel. So what is personal selling? Say a personal selling is also one type of, so publicity, advertisements and sales promotion we talked about in unit 10. Here in this unit we are talking about personal sales and how to manage the sales personnel. So what is personal selling? It is a one-on-one communication, unlike advertisement, right? It is the most oldest and the most expensive form of selling, because you have to dedicate one person or one employee just for catering to maybe one or two customers alone, right? But it is very effective. It is high costly, and it can only reach very small audience, okay. It is having a very small reach compared to advertisements, but it is proven to be very highly effective. The advantage of personal selling is that the message can be actually tailor fit to the target audience. Also important is the selling process, like the steps in selling, okay. First we have to prepare, then we have to prospect and qualify, then we have to pre-approach, that is plan how we are going to approach our customer, then finally approach them, make the sales presentation, handle any sort of objections that might arise, and close the sale. And after sales, post sales follow up has to be done. So this selling process is important in this unit. Definitely take a look, okay. Then what do you understand by managing sales personnel? It is the by managing sales personnel or sales management. What we mean is that our book gives the American Marketing Association's definition. That is, it is the planning, direction, and control of the personal selling activities of a business unit, including recruiting, selecting, training, equipping, assigning, routing, supervising, and remunerating and monitoring, motivating. Uh, as all these tasks apply to the sales force, that is selecting the sales force, training them, motivating them, controlling them, so that the objectives are met. So what are the different ways in which you can what are the processes involved in selecting a sales personnel, how we can motivate them? Nothing actually quite new, since we have already studied human resources, MMPC 2. It is almost the same as the job selection and motivation, whatever we have learned over there, right? But only thing is that here we are employing it on a sales person, that's it. Similarly, how we can control by asking them for routine reports instead, we can control their activities as well. Then the last unit in this particular block, okay, that is block number 3, is distribution management. So what is distribution management? What is distribution? Distribution relates to the place aspect of our promotion mix, right? It is the place aspect of our promotion mix. Distribution management is used to organize everything that is needed to get the right product to the right buyer at the right time. So by distribution management, our whole aim itself is to make sure that the end customer and the goods are linked at the right time at the right place. Okay, some of the functions of this distribution channels. So distribution management, definitely in order to distribute we need few channels of distribution. While selecting a channel, we should make sure we should think about the coverage of that channel, how much of a degree of control we can have on it, the cost of distribution, and how flexible it is, right? So some of the functions of distribution channels are transactional, like buying, selling, and risk taking. Logistical, that is assorting, sorting, storing, and transporting. Facilitating the financing, grading, and market information and research. While we are selecting the channel, generally we have to think about the customer, the product, the intermediary, the competitors, the company's policy, and other related environmental factors. Right? So it is actually, you can think of it as a combination of these channels of distributions are a combination of institutions through which a seller will market the products to the organizations, buyers, or ultimate customers. And intermediaries, they actually can perform these distribution or marketing functions more cheaply or efficiently than the producers. Therefore, why? And they can also help in data collection for the research and development of the company. Like for example, if Apple directly markets or Apple uses some third party sellers like MyG in Kerala, okay, they will get to have a better sales than if Apple were to directly buy, right? How many of us would actually go to the Apple site, India site, and order a product? Most probably we'll go to the nearest MyG store. Since I'm in Kerala, I'm talking about MyG, okay? Maybe I guess in Mumbai and all it is Vijay sales where most of the people go, right? They'll go there and get the product rather than buying it from online, right? So that is, so what is MyG or Vijay sales for Apple? They are intermediaries in their distribution process. So definitely learn and go what the distribution management's definition is. Distribution management, it can be defined as a combination of all the activities which facilitates the movement and coordination of the supply and demand in creation of time, place, and possession utility of goods. The different channels of distribution, it could be direct channel or indirect channel. Indirect channels will involve intermediaries, whereas direct channels are through direct company outlets. So if it is a direct channel, then we can the company can directly understand the customer as well as make sure the quality is controlled. Whereas if it is indirect channel, then definitely we can get a wider distribution, knowledge of the local customer preferences and cultures. Like for example, supermarkets and retail stores and all. The MyG example or the Vijay sales example we talked about. Then talking about intermediaries, what are the different types of intermediaries? We have agents or brokers, okay, or wholesalers, retailers, agent middlemen, merchant middlemen, brokers, producers. So all these, so producers to customers can be linked through agents, that is brokers or merchants, then wholesalers, retailers. All these different intermediaries could come into picture while we are trying to link our product to our customers. Even when we talk about retailers also, retailers could have a physical presence as a store, like for example MyG or Vijay sales, or it could be non-store, okay, like Amazon, complete e-sites, okay, Flipkart and all. They definitely have offices, but when you compare MyG or Vijay sales with Amazon or Flipkart, Amazon, Flipkart and all are mainly online platforms, online retailer platforms. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of the store and non-store retailers? Definitely I would say take a look. Then what are the factors that determine the choice of our channel selection? Like the we already told, right? Geographical coverage, the promotional efforts, the minimum cost, and such things. So with that, we have come to the end of our block 3. One more block is remaining, block 4, that is related to the sectoral applications and emerging issues in marketing management. That is marketing of services, the digital marketing, and other emerging issues in marketing. So these things we will talk about in another video. Okay, I'll put out one more video where we will be discussing about that. So in case you liked this video and you found it useful, definitely do consider subscribing to the channel and hit the bell icon. Share this video amongst your friends. Let them know about us so that we can grow our community as well as help your friends also in acing the IGNOU MBA syllabus. All right. So all the best for the upcoming examination. See you in the next video. Bye bye.